Yes, people, we are finally here. I have had more technical difficulties than you care to imagine, and I'm currently watching the stream. Well, I'm watching the qualifying on a stream from his goal. Don't even get me started. I had to reset everything, and I can't watch on my TV. But we're finally here. We're very much into Q1. Very much into Q1. You've missed quite a bit. Well, I've missed quite a bit. As I say, I'm watching it. I'm on 9 minutes 20, 9 minutes 18. I may be behind you.
Nope, we're in sync.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm watching it on Fox Sports Live. You know, apparently. That is where the stream is currently being done. Verstappen is currently first. I'm not even going to attempt to try and put the live screen up because that is just going to... Mate, I'm going to have more issues than you care to imagine if I was to try and do that. Yeah, hopefully it will all be sorted for the race tomorrow. I think my dad's watching the cricket, which means I can't watch on the TV. Who knew my dad could be so annoying? Gareth says, question for you guys to answer: should sprint qualifying sprint race actually replace actual qualifying? I don't think every single time, but I would love to see it more. I'd like to see it more. I would like to see it in maybe some of the tracks that, you know, necessarily don't give the best race. I think get them a sprint race, because it might... Abu Dhabi, like the places like Abu Dhabi where you're just going flat out, but it needs to be somewhere that can overtake as well, I feel. Else what's the point?
Well, I enjoyed it, to be fair.
Oh, so I thought it adds something. I thought it added something to the race as well. I mean, we all know Lewis lost his head and decided to try and murder Max on purpose. I've still not going to forgive him for that for quite some time.
I do kind of agree with you on the trots that are very... We need to have it on the trots where you can overtake, in my opinion.
Yeah. For example,
Monaco.
Yeah, there's no point doing it at Monaco, but I do feel that likes of Monza, I think they would be absolutely brilliant to have. I think that would really add something. If I'm being real, mine is lagging. I've never tried doing. I've never tried doing the stream whilst watching it on my computer as well. So I feel like this is going to be an eventful stream, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah, so if it's not eventful between Verstappen and Hamilton in qualifying.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. Horner and the rest have had a little bit of a fight, haven't they? Stewards and all that. I'm lagging so much. It's unreal. Oh, I'm gonna punch something.
Full dart at Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, it probably is Lewis's fault. Callie says Max is the most ruthless driver out there. He can't complain about that crash. He expected Hamilton to pull out and he didn't. Oops. Well, no, they've even done the simulation, haven't they? That Lewis would have had to have braked 23 meters earlier and he still wouldn't have made the corner. He still would not have made the corner even if he braked a bit earlier. So in the grand scheme of things, Max is not a fool. Max had the line, and that is Max's line. The way I've always judged for him, if you're into that corner, congratulations, because that is your corner. That is the way I've always viewed it. That is where I'd have viewed it with Lewis. What happened was unacceptable, to put it bluntly.
I think Nico Rosberg said it rightly. Both drivers are competing for the driver's championship. No one's in the back out. Verstappen did the right thing in my opinion.
Yeah, but the way it is yeah. For me, if you're leading into the corner, that is your corner. None of this bullshit of the wing or no. Max was clearly ahead going into Cops. It's his corner. Lewis has to back out, and I would have done exactly the same if Max had done that to Lewis, and Max hadn't backed out. If Lewis had the racing line, if Lewis is on the outside of Cops and he's going ahead, then I think I would have been exactly the same. I'd have been like, Max should have pulled out. That was Lewis's corner. Very, very simple, really. That's the way I view it. Obviously, other people view it differently, but that is the way I view it. Max saying, yo, Niall, big up. How are you doing? Not in a good mood, to be brutally honest with you. One now this time, where Charlotte's currently working. She's doing this beautiful thing called work. So it won't be all weekend. Chris, so hopefully I sort out my tech issues. So Max, tomorrow, do you know? Because if not, it's all by myself. Horner literally said when Max did a similar thing, that Max had the inside line and it wasn't his fault. Double standards, all the pundits on the day said racing incident didn't even expect a pen. Well, I'm different. I wouldn't. So I'm very, very clear. You can have inside line all you fucking want. That means nothing. It means absolutely nothing if you're not in the lead going into the corner and you cause that crash, your fault. So if you're trying to do a punt up the inside, that's your fault, right? That is your fault. The guy in front, that's not his fault, right? Very, very, very simple for me. I would have slammed Max if Max had done to Lewis. Obviously, as a fan, I'd have probably cheered a little bit, but the logical side of me would have had Max and said, no, not okay, mate. You should have backed out of the court. Backed out. That was Lewis's line, and you've caused a crash. My view is that Max was ahead going into Cops. Lewis has tried doing a punt, up the inside, and he caused a crash. I don't think a 10-second penalty was enough, but look, they see a different race. We're hungry. Max is currently ahead. Why do I feel like Max is going to put Lewis into a barrier this weekend?
They've already said it, though, Red Bull. Onwards and upwards now. They've moved on. And, yeah.
And then, do you just go shove Lewis into a barrier this weekend?
He'll definitely do it in one race for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, he's definitely sending Lewis to he's sending Lewis to a different planet when he does it. Probably at Monza, no less Parabolica. He'll be like, okay, you want to take me out? Well, I'm going to take you out in Parabolica, mate. Enjoy.
But we want,
and that's the thing, because the FI. Well, yeah, but because the stewards didn't deal with it, nothing changed. The stewards weren't enough. Because the stewards didn't deal with it, Max is now going to go absolutely full-blown shit crazy and probably send Lewis off in Parabolica. The FIA have done this themselves.
Personally, I don't think Hamilton will be in the front row going to the race. I think he'll be third, Bottas ahead of. No, I think Verstappen
What, in
first,
Monza?
Bottas. I think Verstappen first,
What,
Bottas second. No, in the Hungary.
You on about Hungary, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my qualifying prediction. I think Hamilton will be third.
Right.
Then he'll just overtake Bottas.
See, I think he'll go second. I think he will be second. I think this, as you'd have seen by a thumbnail, I think this has really heated up now. I think it's got ridiculously hot in terms of the championship. It's the same way way Max had the corner. Yeah, no, Max had the corner. I'm hungry for some F1 this weekend. That'd be great. Be surprised if it was only a 10 second. Yeah, well, Lewis also celebrated whilst Max was in hospital, and if that was the other way around, you just know Terra Wolf would have been like, well, that was very disrespectful. So it's all mind games. It's all trying to gain that advantage. But yeah, Max, if you don't want to come on the race watch along tomorrow, send me a message if you haven't done so already, or put it in the comment. Because to be brutally honest, I have the worst. Torquay are charging £10 to watch a live stream of Argyle versus Torquay. Do go fuck yourselves. Please insert a massive baseball bat right up your rectum and swivel. If you think I'm paying fucking £10 to watch National League Torquay take on Plymouth Argyle in a pre-season game.
I mean, it only cost £10 for Carlo last night. So
it will cost me. It will cost me £10. It will cost me £10 to get into the stadium, Chris. £10 to watch it on a live stream, where you bet your ass Torquay ain't gonna. I mean, Argyle charged, I think, £2.50. It's probably gonna be £10 for the season, but that's competitive matches. We have a 4-camera system at Home Park. We put a lot of effort into it. I bet you Torquay ain't doing that sort of effort. I bet it's 1 camera, maybe with a scoreboard in the top corner. You want me to pay £10 for that? You're fucking deluded.
It's not no more Super Saturday. What's up?
Oh, is he out? Fuck yeah, he is. He is out. He has out qualified Latifi, but yeah, he's out at in Q1. Do you think he's made a mistake during the lap time then? Because it's very unusual. I mean, he does normally get good.
Yeah, I think my death has been on the curb. Yeah, a lot of drivers have been out wide, in my opinion, in practice sessions. So he must have made a mistake.
Yeah, he has. They've just shown me the replay. He has made a mistake. He's gone wide on. I want to say, I'm not sure what turn 7. He's gone wide turn 7. Obviously,
I'm a genius. Good test from me.
Max says, did you say you're doing this yourself tomorrow? I am. Chris is away. Charlotte is away. But if you do want to come join me, that dear Ricardo didn't have a great lap. No, he is through. So I suppose that is the advantage for him. He can redo that and try and get back up. Hungary is a difficult track though, mind. The Hungary is very difficult.
It's very it's very hot as well.
It's a technical circuit, if I'm being brutally honest with you. Very technical circuit is the Hungary Ring. Pre-season for Hull, I'm laughing. We beat United 2-0 at the MKM Stadium. Which United? I'm confused. I can join, no problem. I'm not busy tomorrow, I don't think. Perfect. As I say, I'm watching this on Fox Sports at the moment. Absolutely fucking brilliant stream. Thank you, his girl. You've done a great job.
I'm watching it on Sky or on my PS4.
Yeah. I'm sure you are. I would have been watching it on my TV, but things have dealt with that. So I'm having to watch it from America. I've not got the sound on because I don't know who they have. They may still have Brundle and Crofty, to which even then I'll probably still think that's bullshit. Man U. Hold on. How have you beat Man U when they're currently isolating for COVID? They're meant to be playing Preston. That's strange. Unless you played their kids, to which that's not really a game, is it, Max?
Oh, he says. Oh, he's
Oh,
saying, hold
fuck
on.
off. Fuck off, Max. That's the under 23s, you absolute wet wipe. So United, right, now you're a disgrace for saying that. You are a disgrace.
With due respect, he should be beaten United under 23s, if I'm being honest.
You should. You absolutely should do. I mean, that is disgraceful how you've said that. Beating United. I don't know why I blocked Hull. I blocked Hull City for a reason. Don't ask me why.
No, it's not. Oh, Martin Punderlane and Tom Tree. It's David Croft and Nico Osberg.
Oh, God, I don't even know if that's even better. Yeah, mate, it's the under 23s you've played against. That's disgraceful.
I haven't seen Giovinazzi got a financial penalty for the unsafe Yates in practice frame.
Well, he got it or the team got it?
No, I would think Giovinazzi would do it. No,
Yeah, but it's not his fault. It would have to be the team. It's not his fault that his pit crew have sent him out. I was just about to say, what are you on about? It's not his fault. It's not his fault that
because the
people let him out.
The mechanic was trying to stop him. I think it was Jan Stroll and Aston Martin who avoided that fact.
I'm trying to work. Let me. Man U under 23s. I'm trying to find this team that they put out, right?
I doubt it will show it because Carlo played Everton under 23s and didn't really post any updates.
It's okay, not on their Twitter, but I have found it. So, right, this is going to make you laugh. So, they had Paul McShane play, 35-year-old coach. Amazing. I think he played. Oh no. Latest. Well, that's. Oh, I don't know. Would it be the academy? Do you have an academy?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
No, I know they have an academy, but do they have news? No. Do you know? Yeah, it was their kids.
Yeah.
Max, you're a disgrace for gloating, mate. Genuinely, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Qualifying 2 has started. Q2 has started. No one out on track yet. But yeah, Max, you should be utterly ashamed for gloating about that. Like if we were to play, if Argyle were to play any of the under 23s or whatever, I would not be gloating about that. Apart from if we beat Arsenal in the Papa John's Trophy, but that's just banter. But that's because Arsenal are shit and I have an agenda. But you especially pre-season friendly match, you ought to go. You ought to go sit in a corner and think about what you've done, because that is absolutely. But that is abhorrent. That is abhorrent. Point in you, Max. Don't know why that's up there. I don't want that. Stupid thing. I don't want that. You can piss off as well, and you can piss off as well. That'll be why it was all lagging. I'm off to my step. Yeah, you ought to be. You ought to be. I'm very disappointed in you, Max. I am extremely disappointed. My stream has just lagged, so my. Oh, piss off. Oh, they do have Crofty. I could listen to Crofty if I want. Do you want to try talking now, Chris?
Yep.
All right, perfect. You are louder. I've actually got the sound of Crofty, and I've actually got you that. But when you talk, I can hear you more. So that's perfect. Lando
Alpha
coming
Male.
out of his.
Alpha
That's
Male
Lando.
haven't done qualifying already.
I was just about to say, what are you chatting about, Chris? That is clearly a McLaren that's just on my screen. And that is Lewis Hamilton, the attempted murderer. Yeah, they. Oh, don't talk to me about he. Shove an ice cube down your pants then. Okay, it's 49 degrees.
Kimi Raikkonen's always famous for this track with his team radio. You will not get the twin. It's like Kimi was so desperate for it when he was in the. I think he was in the Alfa Romeo last year, or the Ferrari maybe.
What, when his drinks bottle broke?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ferrari.
Every time Kimi's voice always raises, and his ways are pretty swear.
Oh, he probably did swear, Chris. This is Kimi.
He probably did. I think probably.
Oh,
once.
Lewis. Oh, he didn't crash there. That's upsetting. Into the he's coming into the chicane. I do like Hungary though. I drove around Hungary on my Formula One game. That is. Max is right behind Lewis. Not right behind. There's a fair distance. Max just coming out of turn 7. No, turn 10 into turn 11. Turn 12. Down to turn 13. Lewis has set a green sector 1 and purple sector 2. Max purple sector 1, green sector 2. Lewis first with the 116.5. Max Verstappen goes second with a 116.7.
I think it's excitement if it's Hamilton and Verstappen on the front row now, if I'm being honest.
Well, we all know that Verstappen is going to take Lewis out and he's going to show no mercy. It's going to be brutal. And Toto's going to be like, Lewis, stay away from Max. And Max is going to be like, nah, get here. Put your wheel there. Bang. Oh, dear. Lewis is flipping around like a salmon. Oh, dear. I just drive away. You just know this has got feisty.
Well, at the end of the day, you want to see this in F1. You want to see a heated title race.
Max looks quicker on the softs. They've all gone. And the ones that have set the time so far are setting it on the medium. So they're thinking race tire, aren't they? They're thinking about the race. So maybe Max still will get pole because obviously Max was very quick on the softs.
This is probably expected.
Lando goes 7th. What a bitter, disappointing person he is. No, I'm joking. We love Lando. Fucking disgraceful qualifying for him, though. Horner's like, that's a Mercedes. I'm going to hurt it. do you reckon Horner's like, get me like? He's probably ringing Marco, going, get me 500 bombs. I'm gonna blow that shit up. I feel like Red Bull. Horner may say, yeah, we move on. He ain't moving on. No, not a chance. He'll move on when they win the title. Because don't forget, the Constructors is still a possibility. It's they do need Perez to start acting like a Formula One driver, but they could still technically get that, couldn't they?
I mean, Bottas ain't any better, let's be honest.
Well, exactly. So you got two white second drivers. So the Constructors is still a possibility.
I think Charles Russell might be nailed on for Mercedes.
You think Lewis will allow that? So we all know Lewis don't want a competition.
It's not up to
No.
it's not up to you.
Well, it is up to fucking Lewis. He's literally got Mercedes on fucking Mercedes is his bitch. What he says goes. Why do you think Valtteri's like, yeah, whatever, do what you want to do? Like, genuinely, I reckon the minute the Mercedes go, yeah, we're moving Valtteri off, he'll be like, oh, okay, no team orders anymore. Excellent. Love to see it. That also means that if Mercedes might want to be smart about this, they might want to go, we're in a real title race, and we want to tell Valtteri that we're not hiring him next season, and we still expect him to do what we say. Yeah, not a chance.
They had Nico Rosberg, though, and he's not a big fan of Lewis Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the only
But
Valtteri's
Valtteri's already said that he's already getting pissed off with it. Sainz out.
That's it. Maybe red flag.
Yeah, he's into the final corner. Red flag. Oh,
this sun's Ferrari up.
Oh, wings off. Wing is off.
Oh dear.
What?
Definitely another mistake, in my opinion.
What he's done is he's got onto the curbing. He's sort of got onto the curbing. Obviously, we all know that the last corner is a pretty much a 180, but very continuous 180. Not a sharp one. It's quite a long one. I think he's got onto the curbing. I mean, it's lagged for me now.
Yeah.
But I think he's got onto the curbing. It's just thrown him off the track and into the barrier. Luckily for him, I suppose, he's hit it sideways. So the damage is going to be quite minimal. Yeah. But as Crofty was saying, he ain't getting that car to the pits, that's for sure. Because he's got to do the whole lap. And the wing is right under his car. He's not going to be able to get that back. He ain't going to be able to get that back. Yeah. No, he is out there. They're just showing the replay. But basically, for the people who aren't watching this, what's he doing?
What's the?
Oh no, they because he's got to try and get the wing.
Yeah, he's trying to get the wing off out under the car.
Well, the stewards aren't allowed to touch it, are they?
Nope. Oh, this is.
Because if he tries going around the whole lap with the wing there, that's just going to cause damage to the car, isn't it? And out he comes. He is getting out. Bad news for Carlos there. Driver error has sort of ruined his lap there.
Trying to drive off there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you would expect that because he's hit it sideways, so damage is going to be minimal going into the barrier there. His tyre wall anyway. But with the way that the wing is trapped under the car, if he tries doing an entire lap round Hungary with the wing, we're just seeing a replay here. And oh no, he doesn't touch the curbing, but I think he just goes in there with a bit too much speed, you know. He looks like he's dabbing onto brakes and into the thing he goes. So he gets a bit of curb in there, too much curb in there. But basically, what's happened is coming out of the third to last corner, well, second to last corner, he's sort of hit the apex a bit too much, which has then unsettled the car as he's gone over the other apex sort of on the outer of the corner. And then he's obviously, what he's done is he's tried taking the same amount of speed into the last corner that you'd hope. Well, he was hoping. But what has happened is the back end has completely fucked it up. And into the barrier he goes, and he went sideways into the barrier. So not an awful lot of damage, but still enough damage that the front wing was caught under the car, which means that he couldn't drive it away. So Carlos is walking back to the pits now. The medical car obviously just checking on him, just to make sure that he's okay. They're just talking to him. Oh, into the back of the medical car he goes. So Carlos is getting into the medical car now.
He's just saying, fuck this, just go to McDonald's.
Yeah, he's probably saying, yeah, I don't really fancy doing this. Max saying, only just realised Villa could accept 100 million bid for the Super Jack Grealish. Have you heard about Jack Grealish joining Man City on a 5-year deal? I'm going to say something unpopular. He doesn't succeed there. Why is Grealish so successful at Villa? He's got a free role. He can do whatever he needs to do to drag that team in.
Big fist in the small pond at Aston Villa.
Yeah, well, you've also got that as well, but Pep ain't going to allow... Pep's not letting him have a free role. De Bruyne has the free role in City. He ain't having a free role. He ain't better than Kevin De Bruyne.
To shut up, not many players who went for 100 million have paid off. Hazard, Coutinho, they've both failed.
Yeah, I mean, the bit I'm saying is I actually disagree. I think it won't be a good signing. I think it's a waste of money. Because whilst Jack Grealish is an exceptional talent, exceptional, he's incredible, absolutely incredible. But at Villa, and even for England when he played, he had that free role, right? The managers gave him that free role. He ain't gonna get that at Man City, because there's no way Pep's giving Jack Grealish a free role in that City side. So, whilst it's an all right signing, it's not amazing. It's not going to be an amazing one for me.
Fun enough, I kind of had the same feeling before the stream. I kind of feel Chris might not succeed at Man City, because
I think he would. I think he would have at United.
Yeah.
So if he had went to United, Ollie would have given him a bit more of a freer role, like you've seen with Bruno.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But at City, Pep's not that type of manager. He's not gonna. He only really ever allows one person to have that free role. At Barcelona, that was Messi. At Man City, that is De Bruyne. I don't think that he's going to get given that free role. Therefore, I don't think he's obviously going to be... It's going to be an impact, but I don't think it's going to be that much of an impact to them.
I mean,
you shouldn't be fearful. If they get Harry Kane, then yeah, you chuck a bit more fear into it. But just getting Grealish, I don't think that improves City, because ultimately the problem is still going to be in that team. There's no striker.
That tells me they could be still sticking with the false nine from that season. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, well, in Harry Kane situation, I mean, very unlikely now.
Yeah, I mean, if they're having to spend 100 million on Grealish, I mean, they can't spend 150 million on Harry Kane on top of that, can they? Surely not.
No, because FFP will get on the fucking back of them.
Well, they're still being investigated by the Premier League, aren't they? So it improves.
If that happens, the Premier League will be on them even more.
Exactly. So I think they are going to have to be careful. Apparently Bernardo Silva's leaving. Well, that's not going to change anything that I've just said. Because Bernardo doesn't have that free role either. So yeah, of course, there'll be space for Grealish, and of course, he'll play for them and he'll get game time. But I've been thinking, I think a lot about things, and I listen to different people as well. And I don't think he's going to be overly successful. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see with that one.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We could be proven wrong, but I understand your point, why you would say that.
What about Arsenal actually having the right chance of getting Martinez? I just don't see it. Nope. I mean,
no, they're not.
If Chelsea can't get Haaland, you bet your ass they're going to go all out for Lukaku.
Yeah.
Now, Inter Milan are not going to allow Lukaku and Martinez to leave in the same window. It would make no sense. So,
is it
one of them will go? Now, if Chelsea don't get Lukaku, then yeah, Arsenal do have a good chance of getting Martinez. I just think Chelsea have a better chance of getting Lukaku over Arsenal getting Martinez, if I'm being real.
I mean, it's very. I always thought I was thinking of turning to Chelsea, but you don't see many players from
What,
Tottenham going to Chelsea.
Daniel Levy negotiate with Chelsea? Mate, you got more chance of me shagging a woman. You've got more chance of me being in a committed relationship with a woman, having 25 kids and living happily ever after. Not a chance. And that one is not a chance of happening. Nah, ain't
For
happening.
me, yeah, I agree. I think Tim will go to one of the Manchester clubs probably next season. Not next summer, sorry.
Yeah, I think Kane stays at Spurs this summer. I think Levy's priced him out of a move. He's going to have one pissed off Harry Kane, mind you, but yeah. I think he's priced him out of any move possible. So I don't think any club can afford 150 million. Certainly not on one player. I mean, I know United have paid what? I think it's currently 107 million. 107 mil. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Might go Barca. Silva join it. Yeah, does look like it. Why would Kane go Chelsea? Because they're better than Spurs and they have a good chance of winning the title this year. I think I think there's 4 teams that can realistically win the title at the moment. City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool. I think the title could go to any one of them. Yeah. I know people laugh saying, "Oh, United can't do it. They've got Ollie." They've also got Sancho, Fernandes, Rashford, Cavani, Greenwood, Varane, Maguire, Pogba. Like they've got world-class talent in there. So you realistically now have to put United as title contenders. That doesn't mean they're necessarily going to win it, but they're definitely got to be within. They've got to be a contender. Yeah. You have to. Club like United, the size of Manchester United, all of this, they have to be contenders with the players they've got now.
They must challenge, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's a big difference between challenging and winning it, of course, but they have to be in they have to try and win it.
To start off with, I think they must challenge and try and win it. If they don't win it, but being a very close title race all the way, then it's a successful season. Along with winning the trophy.
That is fine. That is fine because by being contenders, taking it to the last couple of games, that's taking a fight. That's fine in my opinion. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done. It came out the Athletic that they need to sell. Laka could be part of the deal. Inter have to finish the window for 80 million net spend profit, and Spurs also see him as a contingency if Kane leaves. Yeah, I agree with you. I do, but I just think Chelsea have a better chance of getting Lukaku off them than I think Arsenal have getting Martinez. Because I don't think Arsenal can offer stupid money for Martinez. Whereas I do think the more the window goes on, Chelsea do become more desperate. If they can't get Haaland and Kane is pretty much a no-go option, then, I think they maybe do become desperate to get Lukaku. And I think they offer maybe an extra 20 million on top of what they were willing to offer. So if he's valued at 80, I can conceivably see Chelsea saying, right, let's just spend 100 million on Lukaku. We need a striker. I can see that desperation within Chelsea becoming quite apparent.
I don't see Martinez even.
No. I do see one of them leaving.
Yeah.
And Martinez could go to Arsenal. I'm not saying that is definitely not going to happen. What I'm saying is I think it's more conceivable that Chelsea pick up Lukaku.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Lukaku probably more likely.
Just I think Chelsea start to become desperate and start offering stupid money.
Yeah, and I think that's what Inter Milan do want, in my opinion, for Chelsea to
become desperate. Yeah,
offer stuff, stupid money.
Yeah, I completely agree there. Martinez is for sale, and they hope selling him helps keep Lukaku. Maybe, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Well, Chelsea get Danny Ings, I don't see that being a possibility. I mean, I see if Harry Kane went to Chelsea somehow. I see Danny Ings going to Spurs.
Yeah.
I don't see Danny Ings going to Chelsea. And Callie's absolutely damn right. Norris does need a good lap. He's currently sitting 11th.
I would have saw Danny Ings at Yetzer if they didn't get Patson Daka to replace Vardy. But I think, well, we need to see what Patson Daka
I see.
does.
I see him at Spurs. I see him at Spurs. Ocon up to 6th. Ricardo 10th. May get knocked out by Lando. Alonso goes up to 3rd.
Pretty stunning lap from Alonso.
Verstappen went out onto the soft, so Lewis has not done so. Ricardo is out. Oh no, he's 8th.
No,
Ricardo 8th. Lando.
Yeah.
Lando comes across. Lando goes 2nd, so Lando is through to Q3. Perez goes 4th.
Oh.
Perez goes 4th.
Ricardo will be out.
Yeah, Vettel. What's Vettel doing?
Ricardo's out.
Yep. Vettel goes 10th, Ricardo out. And that's it. Doubt Raikkonen, unless Raikkonen does madness. No, 13th, can't improve. Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi goes 14th. Liam says up the Argyle. Yep, Liam is at Plainmore, watching Argyle, Torquay versus Argyle.
I wish Torquay were in YouTube, to be fair.
Yeah. So the important thing to take from this, we're in Q2, so you have to start the race on you have to
on medium.
You have to start the race on the tire you set your fastest lap with. Now,
so
Hamilton and Bottas did not go back out. They are going to start the race on the mediums. Max has gone out again and has put a lap on the softs. So Max Verstappen is going to have to start the race on the softs. Lewis is going to start the race on the medium. So tomorrow we are going to see a different strategy from the top two. So we're going to see Lewis on the mediums, Max on the softs. Now, what that changes is strategy. So straight away, different strategies are being done by the two teams. Red Bull, both of their drivers starting on the softs. Mercedes, both of their drivers starting on the medium. So watch that out for tomorrow, because that could be quite important. That could be quite important. Lewis and Valtteri are on the better race tyre, but Max is going to start the race on the faster tyre. So, there is going to be a possibility for Max to maybe try and increase the lead. Pit stops are going to be important tomorrow as well. So, straight away, a different strategy tomorrow, which is going to be absolutely brilliant.
Yep. Interesting to say.
And you will obviously not be able to watch it. Well, you might be able to watch it, but you'll be away. So,
I'll get up there so I can watch the highlights.
Yeah. I would say unlucky, but Liam says, can't wait to go Rotherham next week. Got to get up at 4:30 though. Wish me luck. The next race, Belgium. Interesting one for Belgium. So I will be here for qualifying. For the race, I will be in Thruxton watching the British Touring Car, so I won't be able to stream it. Charles has booked it off, so Charles might do it. I don't know if Chris is going to be available then. It's a month's time. So I might not be here, but we may have Charles with Chris or something. I need to speak to Charles about that closer to the time.
We'll get to that when it comes closer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we've got a month. I mean, I'll definitely be here for qualifying, so it's something that we can sort out over that weekend. It's just my dad just told me today. I was like, "Do you want to go Thruxton?" And I love watching live racing. So watching British touring cars at Thruxton is always a great day, and I do normally enjoy myself on that. Ironically, it is the same day I do my shopping, so you know, my father and me are going to have to discuss this. Although I think I'll get paid on the Friday, so might have to do it Friday night.
I mean, Belgian Grand Prix, I think that's the end of August, isn't it? Or September. Start September. Because I know it's a 3-week break after this Grand Prix.
Yeah, I'm just looking on Twitter.
Timmy White, something's happened to Timmy White, and then oh no, he's just back in the pits. Definitely nice weather, I'm telling you, out there in Hungary, of course, not pretty Britain.
Yeah, we're not at Silverstone. Oh, Fox have got one of the former commentators, or one of the former presenters from ITV. That's incredible. You know the one I'm on about. You know the one I'm on about. He very. That is nostalgia right in my ears right now. That is extremely nostalgic. I won't lie to you. I'm actually loving that. That is just nostalgia at its best. I will find his name for you guys. That is proper nostalgia. F1 ITV team. That's full blown nostalgia. I don't want the presenters.
Be the commentator, won it.
Nah, he was more of a pundit, if that makes sense.
I'll pundit.
Production.
I mean, some of them do pundit and commentator at the same time.
Yeah. Tony Jardine. That's his name, Tony Jardine.
Oh yeah, I recognise the name. Right.
Right, so is an English motorsport pundit, former driver and former Formula One assistant team manager, currently contracted to Sky Sports as a presenter and pundit on their live coverage of F1. But he's definitely not. He's not on Sky. As well as providing studio-based F1 expert analysis for beIN Sports Qatar. It was Tony Jardine. I know that for a fact.
Qualifying 3 is now started.
Tony Jardine. I'm watching it on Fox Sports. Yeah, it's definitely him. Incredible. That was. No, I definitely know it was him. I trust me, as a kid, when I remember listening to Tony Jardine. I mean, that is some real nostalgia there. That is, you know, when you don't eat like a chocolate, like you have like a chocolate from when you were a kid. And you eat it, you're like, oh, that is it's never changed. It's still so nice. That is like listening to that. That is just pure nostalgia.
So it's a bit like it's a bit like me having turkey twizzlers. Like,
Yes, exactly. Although they are no longer the same. You can
yeah.
go, you can check whatever turkey twizzler you want to do. I haven't
But
even checked what I can find them.
I remember when I was little, they
Oh.
were the taste good then. Obviously, they've changed since then.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to be made the same way. Turkey Twizzlers.
I mean, those were the days when you were a kid, man. It was turkey twizzlers, something else.
Apparently, you can still buy them.
They're only available in one supermarket, though, which is unfortunately Morrison's. I think it's Morrison's.
You can also get them in Iceland.
Oh, Iceland. Oh, they're underrated, man. I love Iceland.
So, I go to Aldi.
Yeah, they're pretty good as well.
And where I am, you've got an Aldi, and then right next to it, you got Iceland, which is quite funny. But today I went in there and I was buying fruit. I bought fruit today, which was fucking remarkable for me. And for breakfast, I had melon and grape. I know, remarkable. A man like this size, was doing that. It's okay. I did buy bacon. Don't worry. That I'll be cooking after qualifying. I took my dinner tonight is insane. Oh, what I have done is, because I think we've got a quiz. I haven't heard from RJ though. What I've got is I've got obviously ham and pineapple pizza. Can't beat it. But I've also got garlic pizza. So I've got like a garlic pizza, which is to die for. And then after that, I've got I bought. So basically, I've got like a Domino's, but Aldi version. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
It tastes exactly the same. Less greasy, to be fair. So
I agree with that.
after that, I've got cookies. They've got like these takeaway cookie things that you put in the oven for 10 minutes. So I've genuinely bought myself like a Domino's, but for like an eighth of the price of a Domino's, because my pizza was £1. I like my thin crust pizza. I would have got a stuffed crust, but man, ain't doing that. I just wanted ham and pineapple, so I've got a ham and pineapple pizza. That was like £1. The cookies were like £1.19, and the garlic bread pizza was 79p. Incredible. So I've basically spent about £2.50, £3 on all of that, whereas at Domino's you're probably paying £25. So there is the benefit. So it's probably healthier for you as well in a way.
I think Domino's overrated.
Don't get me wrong. I like a Domino's. I do. I mean, I also like Burger King.
My problem with it is I can't have it like every time. You know what I mean?
No one would want to have it every time. But no, Domino's is definitely a decent one. Just really fucking expensive as well. Verstappen with a 115.9. Sorry, just to cut in there.
That's my overrated part.
Lewis has set Purple's first and second sectors. Now my thing lags. Bottas goes ahead of Max. Wow. Max. Oh no, Lewis is lagged again. Lewis goes across the line. He goes first with 0.5 tenths quicker than Max at the moment. That is insane. Imagine Villa actually got James Ward-Prowse. What signing that would be? Yeah, well, I mean, Villa have to replace Grealish, don't they? So they brought in Buendia. You think they're going to try and get Leon Bailey as well? So they're doing a lot of work in terms of.
Got the money for credits.
Yeah, they're going to use that money very well as well. I tell you what, Norwich Wake is a bit special. I haven't seen it. Go on the marks. Well, we still have a second lap, so don't start celebrating too much yet. But no, Max is going to have to really pull out just slow in every sector to the Merc. So Max is going to have to really sort his shit out for the last run in Q3.
That on the front wall will be Max's aim, in my opinion. Trying that pole.
Yeah, I was just listening to Team Radio, but I couldn't really hear what Max was saying. But no, I think it was the outlap. Crofty and Nico seem to be thinking it's the outlap that might have been the issue. So look, there's still obviously going to be one more run in Q3, so we'll wait and see how that goes. But so far, not too bad. But don't forget, Max is going to be on the faster tyre for the start of the race anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah.
He has obviously overtaken Lewis in the first stint of the race, but ideally he would get pole, clean sort of start and try and extend that gap. We also must say that the Red Bulls are quite quick around Hungary.
Yep.
It was only recently. Was it recently? It was only a couple of races. There were 20 odd seconds ahead. Lewis came in, put himself on some softs and overtook. I think Red Bull have learned from that. Well, if I was a Red Bull, I'd have learned from that. If Lewis comes into pit, we come into pit. Very simple. Cover it all off.
In previous years, it's been Mercedes track, but the years before Mercedes dominance, it was Red Bull's track when Vettel was there. So
and I think it's slowly becoming Red Bull circuit again. I do think they're getting a good. They do like it around Hungary. They always have done. Obviously, Mercedes dominance was just insane, but I mean, it's going to be very tight.
yeah, I think it'd be very tight. Obviously, between Hamilton and Verstappen. No disrespect to Bottas and Perez. They can battle each other out in tomorrow's race.
Well, right now Bottas is separating Lewis and Max, so could be crucial. Right.
This is what Mercedes want.
They do, yeah. They're all going to come back out now. They've all come in, changed their softs, and out they go.
I love the pit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lando. The reason Lando is all the way down in 10th is because he used he used
the racing tyre, which is medium.
Yeah.
But once Yando's on soft, then you'll see the real Yando again. Oh, is that Verstappen behind
Lewis? Yeah, Lewis is playing games. Max is if Lewis ain't careful, Max will just overtake him.
I think Max has been careful because he knows. That's it now, isn't it? With every race, one's Hamilton for Verstappen and next to each other. Everyone's pretty getting excited on the bouncy castle.
It is going to be. Look at the games. I don't know what you're on about. Too many mods. Why is there too many mods? What are you on about, Mustafa? What do you mean there's too many mods?
Oh, imagine Mustafa's mod. It'll be IE out for the spamming it.
Yeah, Jesus. No, can have as many as he likes. Well, you've got a good amount. Obviously, I said that we'll probably drop a couple more when we get to 600 subscribers, as long as views are going up, and we do need them. Because not everyone comes on in at the same time. So it is always handy to have too many mods, because, for example, if no one is there, then it's always good. You guarantee one of the mods was there. Fight me, Chris.
I've got better things to do.
Mustafa's in a good mood today. Mustafa was spam Ollie out and we couldn't do anything about it. Well, I could, but Max didn't ask. Mustafa hasn't commented in the entire stream. And the first thing he does, he comes in and goes, too many mods. Niall can time me out, then you mug. Exactly what I mean. Well, no, I could happily time out all of them. Right. Checkered flag is
Perez is
Perez oh wow. Yeah, because Lewis played games, that has meant Perez couldn't actually get across the line. Neither could Gasly, neither could Leclerc.
No, it's up to sixth. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's meh, isn't it?
Right.
Meh. Pretty much what you expected from Norris. Bottas second.
Lewis. No, Max couldn't improve.
No, so there it is.
Mercedes, so Hamilton first, Bottas second, and Verstappen will go third. Obviously, you are going to have.
Yes, not forget about the way. Verstappen's done B on the soft tyre.
Yeah, I was about to say that Verstappen is going to be on the faster tyre, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's going to be a very exciting race, that is for sure. But Chris, give me your thoughts on qualifying. Obviously, we finally got there after what was the worst start I've ever had to any show. But what was your thoughts? I mean, obviously, yeah, that is true. Red Bull are not going to be happy at last lap games. It just means that Red Bull are going to
goes on.
It just means that in Belgium, Red Bull are going to do exactly the same to them. There's going to be a lot of games. Oh, I've turned it off now. But no, there is going to be. It just means that in Belgium, Red Bull are gonna do the same to Mercedes. So
basically,
Mercedes.
The repair was Perez, and he didn't get to compete again.
Yeah, Lewis. Yeah.
And Perez is very annoyed. I can't get sent, but Perez very annoyed with his head, nodding his head, phone things.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's going to be pissed off because Lewis has been playing games. So, look, what Mercedes are doing is they're trying to take this as a fight, and I wouldn't do that if I was you, because Red Bull do not back down from a fight. Max is quite an angry man. So, if you want to anger a Dutchman and get into a fight, I don't think that's going to be a wise move. But we all now know that in Belgium, Red Bull are going to put their cars out first, and they're just going to do exactly the same. So,
this is getting heated. Yeah, the three cars obviously parked up on the grid, and Verstappen just doesn't acknowledge any of the Mercedes drivers. It just walks past them.
Okay, I need to get this back up then. This is getting feisty.
Hamilton and Bottas just diving up by to each other, of course.
What was your thoughts on qualifying though?
Yeah, but
good qualifying. Are you happy with it?
good qualifying. Shocked that Bottas has hit them between Hamilton and Verstappen. But apart from that, pretty much what I expected from the West, if I'm being honest. And very interesting race tomorrow. Verstappen, for me, will get off to a good start, in my opinion, tomorrow. I expect him to. And yeah, it's just all about...
so do I. He's on the faster tyre, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the faster tyre, and I mean, interesting race. It's going to be interesting tomorrow.
100%. Callie says, "Can't wait for these interviews." Neither can I. Mine's a little bit behind, so I need to turn that down. But I am going to be able to hear the interviews, which is, I'm currently on the replay. I'm quite far behind now because I'm seeing the replay now. Horner not happy.
I think it's Aiton Newey's who's not happy as well.
Yeah.
These interviews don't be hosted by Johnny Herbert. The last name just describes him as a person, if I'm being honest.
I'm just seeing them park up now, so yeah. It should be interesting. Obviously, I'm way behind, so I don't see what's happening at the moment. But yeah, obviously, Max is going to be absolutely fucking raging. There's a lot of Max fans out there, but yeah, he ignores both Mercedes.
Obviously, when Hamilton was separate and being on pole, there were Red Bull. Some Red Bull team members next to Mercedes just not looking, not trying to look.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really celebrate pole position. Who could he?
It's fine. I wouldn't be too upset about that. But yeah, I'm just saying Lewis Team Radio saying well done. Oh, Chris has gone. But yeah, should be an interesting race tomorrow. I'm very excited. But yeah, I'm just seeing Lewis get out. Yeah, Max isn't gonna. He's currently stood by his podium, but I doubt he's gonna acknowledge any of them. If I'm being real. So he takes off his. Well, now it's lagging. Mine's about 9 years behind now because of all the lagging it's been doing. Lot of. It's gonna be a. Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't really will Verstappen out tomorrow, if I'm being honest.
Neither would I. Lewis is walking down to do this.
Should be able to.
Was that? Oh yeah, well, there was a fist bump, so I wouldn't have even done that. I'd have just blanked him, to be completely honest.
Oh, I would have just punched him.
Or that. I certainly wouldn't have been fist bumping him. That's for sure.
Probably not a Tom Vincent fist pump, though, you would think.
No, absolutely not. I mean, Crofty's just said that the Red Bull lot are going to be stewing over what Lewis has done. And it's absolutely correct. It is absolutely true. The Red Bull are going to be thinking about that. They are going to be stewing over that. And all I'm going to say is in Belgium, Red Bull are going to do exactly the same. So yeah, I'm listening. It's Max Verstappen I'm hearing. Don't start lagging for me now, you stupid piece of shit. A full-blown lag. That's what I love to see. Love to fucking see. Brilliant. At the exact time they're just interviewing Max, that's when I get lag. That's what I love to see. My dad's watching the fucking cricket. Which boring fucker watches the cricket? I just remember Child does. Yeah, that's full-blown stop now. Which is really annoying. I'll have to yeah, it's not even showing it as an option to watch. So I can't actually hear what Max is saying because that stream has finished. So, you know, love to see it. They've just shown the important bit, really. Love to see it. I could watch some SPL if I want to, but I absolutely will not be. Great interview from Lewis. I doubt it was, but I'll get all of that, you know, very soon. I no doubt about that. I'll be looking at that later on. But we are. How many Bournemouth and MK Dons are playing in the Carabao Cup today? I do have doubts. I don't think that's actually happening, is it?
Yeah, it's happening.
Why are they playing it? Why are they doing that today?
Due to, well, I don't know. I mean, strange.
It's very strange that they're doing that today.
I would say fit to pile up, but they can easily play it in midweek.
Yeah, it's a midweek game on a Tuesday. I mean, I've just clicked on it to see what's happening, but yeah, very strange that they're doing that today.
So basically, DFL starts today.
Apparently so. Horner speaking after the break. I can't see all of these. I'll have to go on Sky Sports YouTube later once they upload it all. But we are going to wrap it up there. Not sure why Bournemouth and MK are playing their game today, but you know we move. So I'll listen to the interviews later. I'll bring my reaction to them tomorrow. Obviously, hopefully, fingers crossed, it all is fine for tomorrow. I'll be back on my TV. Hopefully, you know, that would, if I have to watch it on his go, I'll be fucking fuming. So hopefully my father is not going to be watching the fucking cricket tomorrow. God knows why he's even doing that. But yeah, or he's watching the Formula One, to which he does, apparently he's bored of Formula One, so I'd be even more fuming. But you know, we move unless I've got up on an iPad or something, which would be even more annoying. Which I do doubt. I do doubt very much. But we are going to wrap it up there. A very good qualifying for Lewis, not so good for Max, obviously, as we saw. Some games being played by both sides. Chris, give me your overall thoughts on qualifying and what you expect to see tomorrow in the race. Obviously, you won't be here because you're currently away. But what do you expect to see? I mean, turn one, the run down to turn one has just got even more exciting. Even if it was already going to be very exciting. So Max is obviously on the faster tyre, going to start on the softs. Lewis is going to start on the mediums. That instantly will give Max a head start. It should, in theory, give him advantage going into turn one, but different strategies going to be used tomorrow. What's your thoughts and what do you expect to see tomorrow in the race?
Yeah, I think turn one's going to be interesting, especially when Max Verstappen gets off to a good start, because he always does this season in the Red Bull.
He's on the faster tyre as well, isn't he? So,
I mean, I'm just picturing it now, that turn one between Hamilton and Verstappen, because I don't expect Bottas to be a pole to Hamilton. I mean, it'd be a miracle if it was, but
it would be a miracle if he was allowed to challenge in turn one, if I'm being real.
But yeah, I expect Max to easy overtake Bottas straight off the line, and then it's just all about that turn one battle between Hamilton. I can't really call it.
Yeah, it's
and the, of course, race strategy for the Monster race can be massively important.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. It's going to be an exciting race. We'll be live tomorrow with the Watchalong for that. Me and Max, I believe. So completely different to what we normally would have. Normally it'd be me, Chris, and Charles, but you know, sometimes this happens. It would be better than when the sprint race happened, Carl. I was doing it all by myself, which was fucking shocking. But no, it'll be different tomorrow with me and Max bringing you live reaction and a live watch along. So it should be a great one. We'll be back. The full panel will be back in Belgium. Obviously, we won't be in Belgium. I wish we were in Belgium, but not going to be happening. But we'll be back, obviously, the full lot qualifying the Saturday before maybe difference on Sunday, or maybe not at all. One of those will happen, as I'll be in Thruxton giving watching that, which should be a great one for me. Very much excited to do that. But that is all for today. We'll be back, as I say, tomorrow. 1:45 start. We'll be starting anyway, 1:45. Tomorrow we're going to be live from the Hungary Ring. I just realised I've got a really old picture of Hungary there, but it hasn't fucking changed at all, has it? And just Red Bull is still there, so it's...
Oh wow, he is boiling. Christian Horner.
Oh, I bet he is fuming.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton, he shut him down.
Yeah, he's Horner is. The thing is, what Mercedes have inadvertently done, or maybe it is their idea, they've pissed off Christian Horner, and now we all know that qualifying in Belgium's just got even more tenser.
So like Red Bull can just do the same.
Well, I was just about to say, as Mercedes they've really pissed off Red Bull over the last couple of days, or the last couple of weeks, shall I say. But this is what we want. We want an exciting championship, and this is going to be exciting. Lewis is now... And
we want fire. We want the freeway as well. Fiery.
Well, you saw the fucking fire in the thumbnail. I mean, there's a reason why fire was put into that, because it is fiery. This has become... emotions are high. Absolutely, emotions are high. Neither side want to give the other an inch. So, as I said, we'll be back with all the reaction of that tomorrow with me and Max. But until then, thanks for watching, guys. Check out our socials: Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok, Let's Talk Premier League. We will be back tomorrow, 1:45. There may be a quiz tonight, so make sure you have notifications on. So subscribe to the channel if you are new, with notifications on. Possibly a quiz tonight, which should be quite fun. We did one of those last week or week before then, which was also great fun. So make sure you do tune in for that. But Chris, where can they find you?
Find me on YouTube at Chris Wells, and find me on Twitter at Chris Wells 1999.
Perfect. We'll be back tomorrow, as I say, but we may be back later tonight anyway. But until then, guys, thanks for watching and peace out.